Now to the West Coast, where labor troubles have returned to two of the nation's busiest ports, but this time it's not a dispute between shipping companies and the international longshoremen. This time it's different. Morgan Brennan reports.
Just as the country's biggest port complex was starting to recover from congestion, another labor strike has struck. Today, truck drivers hauling containers for 4 companies took to picket lines at the West Coast ports of Los Angeles and Long Beach. The gripe? Job classification. Drivers at Pacific 9 Transportation, Intermodal Bridge Transport, Pacer Cartage, and Harbor Rail Transport are considered independent contractors. But they want to be company employees, a move they say would result in better wages and workplace protections, not to mention the ability to unionize. But trucking companies counter that the pay is good, that it has to be with a driver shortage, and that this strike doesn't represent the majority of workers. Analysts don't expect this strike to majorly disrupt operations, at least for now.
I don't think it'll last that long because these are really high-paying trucking jobs, and it makes the equation a little easier to negotiate. If we were to see an extended slowdown, we could see everyone affected, from the Burlington Northerns and Union Pacifics, the railroads, to those that pull away loads directly from there, whether it be the J.B. Hunts, the Swifts, the Knights of the world. But it's really premature to make that kind of a concern.
Several similar strikes at the ports over the past year had little impact. With only a few hundred drivers out of the port's 16,000 picketing, the ports are still open for business. But experts say the situation sheds light on a much bigger issue. What happens if these drivers succeed in being recognized as company employees?
If you disallow independent contractor status, then you have much more expensive employees at your hands. You have to go buy those assets. You have to start paying Social Security tax on them, Medicare tax, withholding. It becomes a completely different situation, both from a legal labor perspective as well as from a tax perspective, as well as you have to buy the assets that they currently themselves buy and maintain.
Strike aside, this debate has been making its way through California's court system, where truckers have been filing misclassification suits. Since last fall, 2 high-profile cases have already been found in favor of drivers. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Morgan Brennan.